Kate,
Matt.
have we talked about Thanksgiving sides?
No, I feel like we've talked a little bit about Thanksgiving, but when we talk Thanksgiving sides, let's talk about the sides at my favorite meal of the whole year. Go.
Okay. The reason I bring this up is because I saw this thing like, hey, look, we analyzed Google to see what the most popular Thanksgiving sides are by states.
Now, is that like state by state, whoever Googles those recipes, that means that that's their favorite side?
Yes, more or less.
Okay.
All
right.
So
hit me.
What do you think
What do you
for
got?
the state of Missouri? Any guesses?
I'm going to go with stuffing. Missouri loves stuffing.
Rolls.
What?
Now, what do you think about rolls as a choice?
Well, I mean, I love rolls, but like, isn't that rolls are there? You can do rolls year round. You can, I mean, pull roll out of the freezer and then you got rolls. But
Yeah.
it's Thanksgiving. You got to bring, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't consider it a side either. I mean, it's just a thing that's there, which I know it's like, well, it's not the turkey, so of course it's a side.
Of course. I use rolls to clean my plate, though. That's not really
Right.
to clean up all the sides.
Yeah. So in Arkansas, the favorite side is white gravy.
On Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay. Do people not do turkey gravy on Thanksgiving? Is this okay? Wait, is this a thing, Matt, that not everybody makes their own gravy from their turkey? Like some people do packet gravy for Thanksgiving. Is that a thing?
I don't know. Because, yeah, when you look at in Wyoming, brown gravy. Is that turkey gravy?
See,
I thought turkey gravy was actually like white-ish.
our turkey gravy is more like a yellowish because it's using the juices.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So it's more yellow. But when I think of white gravy, I think of like chicken fried steak. And when I think of brown gravy, I think of like roast beef where it's like a dark brown.
Okay, so here we go. In Hawaii, we see turkey gravy.
Way to go.
So they actually are doing different gravies. Interesting.
Mahalo.
So Arkansas with white gravy.
Okay, so you just sent me this. You've got the map listed, so now I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
South Dakota, crescent rolls.
Right.
Oklahoma, rolls. Utah,
Right.
rolls. Oregon, biscuits. Like, I just don't understand that. And Ohio, deviled eggs, gross.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice, yeah.
Let me back up. I do like deviled eggs, but I don't want to.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think of deviled eggs with Thanksgiving.
How about all that mac and cheese there?
In the southeast there.
Yeah. And it looks like, just eyeballing it, it looks like green bean casserole may be the favorite one.
I would think that you're right. Now, or mashed potatoes. There's a lot of mashed potatoes on there.
Yeah.
Alaska with the hash brown casserole. That kind of surprises me. I like a good hash brown casserole, but...
Yeah, that's just like a cheesy potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just... Okay, Matt, how do you feel about sweet potatoes?
I like sweet potatoes.
I'm not a huge fan of sweet potatoes, but I feel like that's a thing that people do for Thanksgiving, right? And there's only a couple, like Florida sweet potato casserole.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I'm most familiar with it at Thanksgiving as part of casserole where they throw marshmallows on there, right?
Okay.
Which I know you're not a fan of.
No, you can have all of the sweet potato casserole.
I can only have like a bite of it. It is so just pure liquid sugar.
Tennessee's got broccoli casserole, and people will not like my answer, but I could eat broccoli casserole every day of the week.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I can go
broccoli casserole is a big deal at our Thanksgiving. I think people bring green bean casserole because they think that that's what we're supposed to have. But my Aunt Nancy's broccoli casserole, oh man, so good.
Yeah, I really like broccoli a lot.
Me too. Okay. I'm surprised there's not more stuffing though, right?
Yeah, do you see stuffing?
I see dressing. Okay, Pennsylvania says stuffing, and Mississippi says dressing.
And there's a cornbread dressing on there.
Yeah, and that's Louisiana. Yeah, that's weird.
In Kansas, creamed corn.
Cream corn. I thought cream corn was only in canned cream corn, and I thought it was horrible. And then I went to a funeral in the last 5 years, and they had cream corn with cream cheese out of a crock pot. And I was like, now this is good. The canned stuff, I'll take the cream cheese corn. But I can't believe that that's the favorite side in Kansas.
Yeah. There's corn in Iowa, which is kind of cliche. But
right. I thought so too.
Green bean casserole in Nebraska, just to kind of round out the states that are close by here.
Yeah. Illinois mashed potatoes.
Good old mashed potatoes. Tell you what.
I like mashed potatoes. How do you do Thanksgiving without mashed potatoes?
I refuse to.
I will not.
Not going to happen.
Okay, so you were talking about Thanksgiving sides.
There's biscuits. Do you see biscuits over there?
Yes. Why would they do that? Bust out a can of biscuits. It's Turkey Day.
In Oregon?
Yeah. I did find an article about, since Thanksgiving's going to look different, how you can jazz up your Thanksgiving a little bit by having Thanksgiving cocktails.
Oh, yeah?
So,
cider?
Apple cider mimosas, Matt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that exactly what it sounds like? You just pour champagne into some apple cider?
Champagne, apple cider, cinnamon, sugar, and caramel with apple slices to garnish.
Oh, damn.
Right?
Sounds intense.
It kind of sounds good. Not going to lie.
My teeth kind of hurt thinking about that drink, actually.
Do they? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I could do a lot of them, but when I do mimosas, I'm mostly champagne splash of OJ, so maybe it's mostly champagne splash of cider. But my mouth kind of puckered a little bit at the sugar and cinnamon, so.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Can we talk about the side salad on here?
Oh, no.
Side salad?
No.
Way up there.
Maine?
Way up there in Maine, yeah.
Maine. Jeez Louise.
See, these East Coast states, I get real tough when all these things are mushed together over here. That's the biggest thing about these maps that we get, these most popular maps, is they reteach me what certain states are. It's a struggle for me, Kate.
We played a game the other day named the 50 states and the capitals. And in like 4 minutes or something like that. And you had to write them down.
So were you good at it?
I was good at it. You know who I forgot? I forgot one state. I forgot Delaware. I know. But Monty forgot like 4 of them, so I felt better about myself.
So how's this game work? You just start naming states?
You set a timer and you give somebody a pen and paper and they have to write down the states and capitals.
Were you pleased with the kids?
I kind of. We've got they weren't there. They were with us, but they weren't really joining in.
Oh.
They've got a talking puzzle with the states. So it'll say Kansas, capital, Topeka.
Oh, okay.
Nebraska, capital, Lincoln. So, and if you put the wrong state in the wrong place, it'll just identify the state. It won't say that you got it right. It'll just say Kansas, capital, Topeka, even though you're trying to put it where Texas goes. It's not where it goes.
So this is just you and Monty playing this game?
Yeah.
Just out of note, it's like, oh, what should we do right now?
Saturday night, we know how to turn up the fun. Whoop. No, we were watching something that was like, I bet you can't name all 50 states. I was like, ooh, I bet you I can.
Oh, okay.
And then I didn't. Doggone Delaware.
Yeah, so back to this most popular Thanksgiving sides map.
Yeah.
The biggest things that stick out are, the deviled eggs.
Ugh.
And, which once again I think sound good, but I can only eat like one.
I know, but I think of deviled eggs with like cold things. I don't want your deviled egg right next to my gravy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you have to make sure you strategically plate these items.
Right.
I'd say I think that's the one. I mean, that one's the one that really stands out, I think.
Deviled eggs.
So, but that's not too bad. Like compared to a lot of these other state maps that we've got, like the Halloween maps that we went over.
Oh yeah.
There were some real shames in there.
There's no cranberries. Is that a side? Cranberries, or is that just like a condiment for Thanksgiving?
There is a cranberry sauce.
There's a cranberry sauce?
In New Hampshire, looks like. This might be the only one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That mac and cheese. I don't know if I've had mac and cheese on Thanksgiving. It's not a bad idea, but that sounds like especially comatose Thanksgiving.
Right. Pile on some mac and cheese with it.
That's kind of a thing that shows up in a lot of things now. It's like, oh, you want the mac and cheeseburger? It's like, and it's like, oh, it's a hamburger, and yes, it still has its bun, and then we throw mac and cheese on top. Like,
yeah. And then when you go to nicer restaurants and they've got a kids menu and they offer mac and cheese, I'm expecting like a homemade mac and cheese. And it is straight up out the blue box, Kraft elbow mac and cheese. I'm like, are you kidding me? No, we're doing the chicken strips next time. We're not doing mac and cheese at a restaurant unless it's homemade.
For a lot of kids, that's the only acceptable mac and cheese.
I know. I don't.
That's not the right shade of yellow.
Right.
That won't do.
No, this is not how we make it at home. Which, if you're at a restaurant, I'm kind of like, that's the point. It's better because you're at a restaurant.
See, now, just because people did Google searches in Kansas or whatever for cream corn the most, that doesn't necessarily make it the most popular one there. It could just be the one that people most likely don't know the recipe for or something. I don't know.
Or what it is. Cream corn? Question mark? Yeah, I would agree with you. But, I mean, do we question Google's data?
No, frankly, you could put anything onto a map and I'll just believe look at this map.
Oh, Google said. Okay.
Yeah, we talked recently about confirmation bias, how you got to be careful how you search for things because it may just give you the answer you're looking for and not the actual answer.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you put it on a map, probably going to fool me.
But you know what? I am bombarded by my social media right now, Matt, because we talked about this the other day. Now, granted, while we were talking about it, I Googled it. So I did search for it, but I can't get away from the fatheads. So if they do a free shipping for Christmas, I might be giving the gift of fatheads this year. Some good deals.
Yeah, so once again, to anyone who missed it, because this is very important to know.
I think we should just leave it. Just leave it.
Elliot wants it, right?
Elliot
wants a giant Patrick Mahomes head in her bedroom at the new place.
At the new house. I'm letting the girls pick what kind of rooms they want, and they can have one wall that I'll paint differently. And Finley wants Harry Potter, and Elliot wants Patrick Mahomes. Fathead. Those adhesive.
Like just the head, though.
Now, I don't know. I'm trying to talk her into like an action shot where he's throwing the ball versus like his ginormous face staring at you.
Which is I love that idea. I love that.
I mean, because these suckers are so big that people driving by would definitely see Patrick Mahomes from the road.
It's fantastic.
Hey, it's a Mahomes room. Yeah.
I bet you that Kevin and...
Come on now.
Kevin. Oh, man. I was so pleased with myself, too. Valerie. Kevin and Valerie. Jean and Kim.
Yeah.
And Chad and
Anna. So close. Anna. There you go.
Would love to see the Patrick Mahomes head when they're driving down your future neighborhood street.
I bet.
Yep. Damn, I wish it wouldn't have taken me so long to get to Valerie, but that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, I think so too.
I did pretty good overall.
Overall, super good. By the way, thumbs up. We were talking about thumbs up, weren't we? Is that why you said thumbs up in your text to me today? Or is it just because we spell out emojis?
No, in that particular case, yeah. So I type emoji names too often in Microsoft Teams when we're using that to communicate because I can't be bothered to scroll through that emoji picker to try to find it. But in this case, yeah, I sent you thumbs up in text instead of an emoji because I was on my computer. I was texting you back from my computer.
Gotcha.
And I was about to bring my mouse down to click on the emoji faces, and I decided, no, it's going to be easier for me just to type out.
Nope, not doing
Thumbs
it.
up.
Thumbs up.
So that's why.
Thumbs up. I thought, oh, how tricky is he?
Yeah, because I had that entire string of texts where like more than half of them, my last comment on the text thread was a thumb up to whomever. Insert name of person here.
Insert name here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not far from the past that we've done in our texting, like gritting teeth emoji. Thumbs up.
But when I send you gritting teeth emoji, that is because I'm in Microsoft Teams, and that emoji picker is a mess. So it's a mess in there. Whereas if it were on iMessage, it would know that gritting teeth is one of my most used emoji, and it would present it appropriately. Right next to thumbs up and clown face.
Clown face. Why?
It's so good.
Why?
Such a good emoji. Because look at it.
I don't want to. The clown will scare me. It's nightmare fuel. There was a new survey that found that dealing with difficult family members is one of the top things we dread about Thanksgiving. But, Thanksgiving is going to look a little different this year. So are you still going to have the things that you normally dread? I don't know. I mean, you're always going to have to. Number one on the survey was doing so many dishes. Even if you don't have people over, you still have to do dishes, right?
Yeah, so I know I've talked before about how I feel obligated to sample at least all the food
right
on Thanksgiving that everyone's. So the one thing I know for sure is that our whatever Thanksgiving thing we do will at the very least be quite a bit smaller than what it's been in the past.
Right. So you won't be eating as many weird side items, right?
Exactly. So the number of even though I didn't really mind that, but I would only get like a bite,
That's funny. Just some of the dreads on this survey. Like when you think of the thing that you dread, it's tasting everything. Is that your dread?
No, I don't think I dread anything. That might be that's the only thing I could conjure that might be a dread if I actually dreaded that, but I don't really dread doing that. It's not that bad.
I agree. Like the dread that it's number one is doing so many dishes. And I get it, but the way our family works is everybody prepares, everybody eats, and then everybody helps clean up. So it goes a lot faster. And
everyone uses paper plates.
If only.
And we only get takeout.
If only. Number two is cleaning your home before and after, especially if you're hosting. If you're not hosting, then I don't dread cleaning my home. Prepping the food, that takes a lot of work. My mom starts prepping for Thanksgiving like the Saturday before Thanksgiving. She makes all the mashed potatoes, so that takes a long time. But it makes it easier on Thanksgiving, so that's good. Cleaning the table after dinner is number 4. And shopping is number 5. I would think shopping would be the big dread because you're dealing with everybody at the grocery store shopping for the exact same things that you're shopping for.
Oh, shopping ahead of the big day, not necessarily. Yes. I thought they were talking about bailing on the family and going out and
Black Friday
on the Thursday night. Yeah.
Bye. Yeah, those are your top 5 dreads: shopping, cleaning the table, prepping the food, cleaning your home, and doing so many dishes.
With doing so many dishes being number 1.
Right.
And doing dishes is obnoxious. But
I agree. And I only think, especially with building a house, I'm like, do we need a second dishwasher? That would be awesome, right? It's not like we are going to be hosting Thanksgiving every month. So I don't know that that's really necessary.
How long does it take your family to fill a dishwasher?
My family of 4?
Of 4, yeah.
I don't even want to admit things, Matt. I feel like we run the dishwasher every other day.
Oh, that's not surprising to me.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because I feel like I'm going through a lot of the dishwasher pods going, if not every day, every other day.
Oh, you use the pods?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you use the pods? I heard that tone.
Yeah, I guess I do want to kind of judge you for that. Isn't that more, I imagine that's more money per wash than if you just use the liquid stuff?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't used liquid for almost 10 years.
Gotcha. And now that I say, I'm kind of surprised that Walmart allows this product to exist.
The pods?
Yeah.
Or liquid?
I told you about that book I read, The Walmart Effect, right?
No, but the fact that Walmart allows pods, Walmart's going to be like, we will sell your grandmother. So.
What?
I mean, you just said I'm surprised that Walmart allows it.
Yeah, what do you mean we'll sell your grandmother? Like we'll sell her to somebody?
No, I'm saying Walmart will sell anything. Do they really draw the line?
You're saying Walmart will literally sell your grandmother?
Yes, I'm saying if we said, hey, put Nana up on there. She makes good cookies. Yeah.
I couldn't tell if you meant like they'll sell your grandmother dish soap.
No.
You know,
they will sell your grandmama.
Yeah, there's all these stories about how ruthless Walmart is, right?
Right.
And in the book, The Walmart Effect, which I recommend.
Sounds like a real good page turner, Matt. Go on.
Yeah, they talk about how the Walmart keeps prices down, like some of the ways they keep prices down.
Mm-hmm.
And they shared the story early on about how they changed how deodorant was shipped. Because deodorant used to come in its own little miniature box. And then Walmart basically dictated to the deodorant companies, like, hey, get that extra cardboard out of there, get shipping costs down. You're using less cardboard and you're getting smaller packaging. And so that's why I thought these pods would be disqualified because of the extra space they take up.
Because they come in a bucket.
Yeah, because they come in a bucket and they can't really fill out every square inch of that bucket like soap could.
I see what you're saying. But when the squishier pods, you can. Mm-hmm. Can't you fill out every, like it squishes. So it's not a block. I will say we're on the block pods right now.
Well, it's not every crevice, though.
But here's the other thing about the pods. You don't have to just put it in your door. You could throw it in your dishwasher. You know what I mean? So it's going to work everywhere and not just right there where it comes out.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Like I don't
because
always...
the thing opens up during the cycle and just goes bleh.
Exactly.
I don't understand how that's any different than...
So you evenly distribute. You throw your pod in as opposed to putting it in the door.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what they advertise you to do with it?
It's a hack, Matt. You're welcome.
Well, I don't know if I want to welcome you. I'll need to see the science, Kate.
Yeah, I don't know that it's advertised or not advertised, but that's what we've always done. Throw your pod in your dishwasher, and there you go.
And you think this is better than if the dishwasher decided when it was going to release the pod?
Yes, on what side, and it's more in the middle. It's not just like right there on the door.
I would worry that the pod would disintegrate at the incorrect time.
Nah. I have faith in the pods.
I don't.
Faith in the pods.
I just don't want to, share bad life hacks if it's not a good hack,
If you haven't done it, how do you know?
Well, I don't know. Who's your source?
Me.
Well, see, exactly.
Oh, okay.
You need to have...
Such faith.
We need to have some America's Test Kitchen needs to do it.
Nerd alert. No, I'm telling you, it works.
Okay.
Just like that guy who was jackhammering his tires at the gas station. It must work. I would have asked. I'd be like,
jackhammering.
That's what I think of with those. What did you call it? An impact wrench?
I think it's an impact wrench. I think that's what that's called, but I could be wrong, and then I apologize to whomever I'm offending. Whoever I'm offending.
Whoever that may be.
Now I messed up whoever and whomever. God, Kate, I'm on a horrible roll
here. Is it
here.
who or whom?
Potential.
Oh, my gosh.
I think it was who in that case. Whatever. I give up.
Whatever.
So you're appliance shopping?
We're appliance shopping. And Monty was asking me, like, what do you want in a dishwasher? And I'm like, cleans dishes. How about that? And he's like, well, energy efficient, stainless steel. I'm like, cleans dishes and matches the rest of the stuff. Like, hit me with the good stuff. Like, let's talk stoves and refrigerators. And I'm more excited about the fridge than the stove. But he told me that there are there are ovens that are ovens and air fryers in the oven.
Yeah, we talked about this before, and I think that's like just a convection oven.
I don't know.
Branded differently.
He's kind of wanting to do it. I don't know if I know enough about it. It's kind of like the Instant Pot. Like, you're going to have to figure that out first and then teach me how to do it.
Well, you don't have to use it. I don't think you have to turn on the air frying part if you don't want to.
No, I'm saying he's going to have to use it and then teach me if that's,
I have confidence you could learn the air frying abilities of your new appliance, Kate.
I have more confidence in the air frying than the Instant Pot. So
I have more confidence in that than I do in your hack of just throwing the pod directly into the dishwasher.
That didn't take long. I was waiting for you to bring that up. I was waiting.
Yeah.
I had the stopwatch.
Yeah, you're right.
48 seconds. Okay, a little bit of a lie there. Didn't have the stopwatch.
Oh, you almost fooled me.
I know, right?
All right, what else about appliances?
They're expensive.
Yes.
They are
correct.
expensive, and trying to do the bundle and trying to get a big fridge and, I mean, we don't have the room for a restaurant style fridge, but that would be fun. But gosh, those suckers are expensive, and we wouldn't need a beer fridge.
You should get a walk-in refrigerator.
Oh.
Then you walk into the freezer, and get one of those, and you can have a whole cow hanging up in there.
That would be fantastic.
Why have one side of beef, Kate, when you can have like 4?
When you can age your own beef, just like that.
Yeah, and then in the walk-in fridge part, you can have all your alcohol.
I love that idea. Where were you when we were doing like the changes to the house?
Yeah, because this is going to require probably an addition to your home.
Like a walk-in pantry, but a walk-in fridge. Thanks.
Yeah. How many bedrooms?
3 will be finished, and then when we finish the basement, we'll have 2 downstairs. So
you kind of want that walk-in close to the kitchen.
Yeah.
What room would have to go away if you wanted to expand your to have your walk-in fridge size freezer, Kate?
Well, I'd probably either have to lose one of the garages or add a garage.
You can't take away one of the kids' rooms?
No, it's on the other side of the house.
Darn, because I was going to say you could just take away one of the kids' rooms and then force them to live in the same room again.
I know. Again. They were so excited to, like...
They're close enough in age.
They've been in the same room. We did the math for 7 years. And they are very excited. I'm kind of sad about them splitting up, but I know that it's time. And Finley is the oldest. And I said, "Are you excited about your room?" She's like, "I am. But I'm going to miss talking to Sis before I go to sleep." And I was like, oh,
that is precious.
That's sweet. And then, like, give it another hour and they were arguing. So it was sweet while it lasted.
Kate, this reminds me, or this just inspired me to share a new punishment idea for you.
Okay.
If Elliot forges your signature again.
Yes.
You don't let Finley hear this, but then tell Elliot, like, well, you know what? Now you're going to have to share a room with your sister at the new place.
Oh, gosh, that is.
You've punished yourself and your sister for this.
You're welcome.
And we're going to turn the room that we had planned for you. No Patrick Mahomes' fat head in there.
Nope.
Instead, it's going to be Kate's fat tire and other various alcoholic beverages in there.
Back to forging, Matt.
Okay.
Back to punishments. I talked to you about forging, and then last night at dinner, I was like, "Hey, Elliot, I don't know if you know this, but grown-ups who sign other people's names, they go to prison. It's a felony. It's called forgery." And her eyes got kind of big, and she looked at Monty and was like, "It's true. It's bad news bears." And she's like, "Well, I just did it." And I'm like, "Not the once. Don't even say the once. And I've already emailed your teacher that I've changed my signature." And she was like, "Well, I'm not going to do it again." I'm like, "Good." I didn't email the teacher, but...
I was curious if you were lying to your child or not.
I was totally lying to my kiddo. But...
Hey, that seems like a good lie.
I thought so. But the look on her face when I said, "People go to prison," she was like, "What?" "Don't sign my name again, kid."
Right. You should have... paid a male stripper to show up in the police outfit and not take his clothes off, but
not take his clothes off.
Right.
I think I could just find somebody else to pretend to be an officer instead of a stripper.
Okay, well, it's a good running gag on Arrested Development.
It was. I liked that.
The hot cops, they keep on trying to hire the hot cops to scare the children, and then the hot cops inevitably can't stop themselves from stripping.
Wasn't it a drug raid, too, on the boat with the hot cops?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And
They didn't know which ones were
George
the
Michael
Cox
was
Pops.
covering for Buster, and he was like, yes, the pot was for me. I was going to smoke it like a cigarette.
Not Buster. Wasn't he covering for...
No, he's covering for Buster. Buster was trying to score pot for his girlfriend, who was played by Wizard of Oz lady's mom.
Liza Minnelli.
I mean...
Yes. Lucille.
daughter.
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, Lucille, too.
Yeah. Lucille, too.
Liza Minnelli, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, man, the 2% of people listening who watched Arrested Development are absolutely disappointed in us, and then the remaining 98% have no clue what we're talking about. That's okay.
It's on Netflix. Check it out. Arrested Development. Narrated
good.
by Ron Howard.
There you go. Yeah. Quite the cast. Good cast on that one, too.
It's a good one.
The Matt and Kate seal of approval. Highly sought after
We need that, like,
in the entertainment industry.
slam noise, the seal of approval. Boom.
Yeah. Do you have any novelty appliances you're going to get? Like an appliance that if you were to show up at someone else's house, oh man, you got like a kegerator would be a good example.
Right.
Oh, you got a kegerator here? Do you have any novelty appliances planned, Kate?
I think that's kind of what the oven is, the novelty. Okay, I take that back because Monty was looking at one of the smart fridges, which I kind of like laugh at, thinking, do we really need a fridge with Wi-Fi that I can look into while I'm at the grocery store? But at the same time, like, it's not that bad of an idea. And if it's same price as fridge.
But that doesn't help you on like your pantry.
No, it doesn't. So I'm going to get a security camera in the pantry.
Yeah, is that what you want to be doing at the grocery store? Is be checking all your cameras though?
Why don't you just write a list, woman?
All right, let me look at my lawn. Does my lawn need fertilizing? Let me see if I need to get fertilizer.
Right.
While I'm here.
No,
at the Super
what do you
Walmart or
suggest
whatever.
though, as far as fancy appliances?
I don't know. A kegerator is a good suggestion, or like a wine cooler, maybe,
When we finish the basement, it's going to have a bar.
or wine fridge, or whatever.
So-
Yeah, that's right.
I would anticipate
Okay.
you know, we did talk about doing, like what you said, the kegerator, but we're not keg beer people. So, I mean, it would look cool on the counter to have like this nice tap. It's just fake. Just go to the fridge and grab a beer. And I don't know that I want a wine fridge because I don't like cold wine. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
I did find a really cool wine rack addition to your cabinets that I wish I had seen, 2 months ago. So I think I'm going to try to recreate it in the pantry, but it won't be out and impressive in front of everybody like this idea was. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other exciting appliances you could get.
you're not
you can get, like,
impressed by the air fryer in the oven?
No, it's just a convection oven. That's not that big of a deal, I don't think.
When you say convection oven, isn't that what all ovens are?
No,
No?
I don't think so. I think convection is basically an oven that has a fan you can turn on. Convection oven
Okay.
versus conventional oven. Let's see what this... Oh, this is always what people listen in for.
I know.
The difference between them is that the source of heat in a convection oven is stationary and rises up from the bottom. The heat from a convection oven is blown by fans, so the air circulates all over the inside of the oven.
I also, to know, I don't have an air fryer. I never thought I needed an air fryer. And then I was hanging out with a girlfriend the other day, and she talked about how much she uses her air fryer and what they use it on. I'm like, okay, so I'm using my oven like a chump when I could be using an air fryer. I should have been listening this whole time.
Okay,
So-
air fryer. Okay, so I searched for convection oven versus conventional oven, and then I added air fryer.
Mm-hmm.
While a full-size convection oven and an air fryer both use a fan to move hot air around, an air fryer circulates the air more rapidly inside a small chamber, speeding up the cooking process. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it's not exciting because it's part of an existing appliance also.
Right.
You know?
Right. The inside.
yeah.
Okay.
It's just a feature. You're just adding a feature to your appliance. That's like having a fridge with the freezer on the bottom. It doesn't change the actual appliance. Changes the functionality of it. Makes it a little bit different. And I prefer the bottom freezer, by the way.
Do you?
But, oh, yeah, that's what I have. It's fantastic.
I'm on the fence. That's what my mom has.
Yeah, you're in the refrigerator so much more than you're in the freezer. I am, at least, I should say.
So you don't have a front ice maker and water dispenser?
No, those are gross anyway. Right?
Why are they gross?
Isn't one of the reasons why you don't like keg beer because you don't know what's in those lines?
No.
Are they blowing out the lines? It's not?
No.
Okay.
The reason I don't like keg beer is because they give me horrible hangovers.
Okay.
I feel like you're such a grown-up, and I'm not when you're like, it's gross. I'm like, I don't even think about that. I think about, can I get to my ice and my water just lickety-split? And you're like, the lines are gross. It's tainted. No. It's contaminated.
The mouth that pukes out the ice/water all exposed to the air of the kitchen. I don't know.
I mean, you don't clean those on the outside?
I'm not anti it. I'll use it if I'm at someone else's place and they have one, but I've really never missed not having access to it right off the front of the fridge. I don't know.
Okay. Is yours on the inside?
Never had one of those growing up either, though.
Do you have a water spout on the inside?
Yeah, it's on to fill up the ice maker. Is that what you're asking?
No. Do you have a water spout on the inside?
No, if you want cold water, you're going to get ice from the inside and then pour the tap water over it.
Oh.
Or get a dedicated pitcher or filter or something like that for in the fridge.
My mom has one where it's got the water feature is on the fridge on the top side, but it's like on the inside wall where you just like push your there's no ice dispenser. You have to, open the drawer and pull out the ice, but I thought maybe you would have a water dispenser. Nope.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Maybe the pipes aren't gross inside there, but it makes sense that after a while it might get kind of gross in there.
Wouldn't your pipes in your sink get gross after a while?
I don't know. I would think like the copper or whatever is far more insulated and doesn't allow. I don't know.
Copper's not a big deal right now. Did you know that? Because it's so expensive. Yeah.
Well,
when we were looking at houses, when we were looking at other builders, the one that we went with was the only one that did copper. Now, to me, I go, that's interesting. To Monty, it's a really big deal. Okay, sure, great. What's wrong with PVC?
Right. So copper instead of like, what's it called? PVC? Is that what the option is?
I think PVC, yeah.
And you went with copper because you think it's less likely to give you something?
It's more durable, I guess. I don't know. It's important to Monty. It was one of those things that...
Okay, I thought maybe you said that you chose this builder because this builder uses copper.
It was the only of the 3 builders that we saw that uses copper.
Right.
So that was a...
Okay, I'll ask again. So is that why you chose the builder?
No, it was another dash in the pros for this builder. It's not the only reason, but it was... They do a quality home. I'll ask again. Good Lord.
Huh. That was like my third time. That was like my third try to be like, okay, is this why you guys chose this builder?
Well, definitely don't let the comma hit. Just let me not talk anymore.
Don't let the comma hit you on the way out.
Yeah, the comma. Yes, we chose this builder purely because of copper piping. And we're not getting anything fancy for our appliances.
I am a little bit thrown that... I was curious about the copper thing.
Yeah, but it's a big deal, apparently.
Okay. So, are you worried about getting cancer from the PVC or something like that? Is that what it is?
No, I think it's durability.
Okay.
And I think if something goes wrong, it's easier to... Now, I might be talking out of my patoot, but as I understand it, it might be easier if something goes wrong to repair as opposed to like having to redo everything. Because if PVC breaks, don't you have to like redo the whole pipe? If copper breaks, you can just fix the part that's broken. Is that?
I don't think so. I think you can like marry 2 pieces, like saw out part of them. I don't know. I give up.
Okay.
I'm not a plumber. I just play one on the radio.
There were several other things that this builder provided that were quality things, but copper plumbing was definitely a pro for Monty.
Why do you think copper is such a rare thing? I imagine copper costs quite a bit more.
Copper does cost more, and you hear about people getting their copper wiring stolen. Have you heard of that? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
That it's pretty pricey, so let's go steal it from some poor farmer instead of buying it. I don't know.
Oh, so was that you guys?
Totally. Why do you think we moved?
You guys making your own copper pipes to then have the only person who can deal with copper then put into your new home?
Yep. Done.
Busted, Kate.
Busted. Suck on that, Farmer Joe. Took your copper.
God. Suck on that.
I don't know.
Suck on this copper pipe, says Kate.
I don't know. So back to appliances. Yeah, I don't think about the pipes in the fridge or the ice maker as much as you do, apparently.
Right. Oh, yeah, back to that.
Back to that.
Yeah.
So Matt, you get sodas when you go to restaurants or you get waters. Do you assume that they're being poured out of a faucet into a pitcher into your glass?
Well, there's a lot of things that one might get outside of their home that they have no control over.
Right.
But yeah, no, you're right. Those are things that also need to be cleaned at a restaurant or whatever. But soda's a very rare item for me. But
true. True.
I typically get tea, which is typically brewed in the restaurant.
Typically, yeah.
Do
you like?
At least the restaurants I frequent.
Do you like tea out of the spigot? You know, when they have tea as part of the. Usually, tea is aside from this pop machine, though, right?
Oh, yeah, right. They'll have like Lipton in the soda fountain. Okay. No, thanks. I mean, I'll take it if that's the only option.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would much prefer it be actually recently brewed tea instead of whatever weird super concentrate they're using. Gotcha.
But when we have gone to lunch and you grab a milkshake, I always go, man, good choice. Milkshake at lunch. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think I've only had a milkshake at lunch. I think you were the person that got to witness the one time I've done that in like the last 5 years or something.
I just think that's smart.
You're correct. That was a good choice.
Like, look at that guy. He's not putting all of his money on the burger or the French fries. He's got a little love for the ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could bring myself to get like a Coca-Cola Classic and a...
Right. It's either one or the other, right?
Right. Just because of the money's not the issue. It's just the liquid sugar, the total amount of sugar.
I know. The money's not the issue. Look at you.
Oh, that's right. Just money bags.
Dropping dimes and...
Dropping dimes.
I don't know. I think that's a basketball reference. Oh, man.
I'll allow it. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't know why I keep on allowing things recently.
I know. You know what? I've noticed that. Like, thank you for your allowance, kind sir, as I curtsy and...
Yeah, it's just another crutch of mine.
I'll allow it. I can just picture you, like, as a teenager. Your mom's like, Matt, do you want to do da-da-da? I'll allow it.
No, I think that's a more recent lame thing that I started saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.